Welcome to Wild World News. You're fired. So, I'm doing this video because y'all have been sending me shit since yesterday, begging me. Begging and pleading, pissing and moaning. So, I was first under the impression that he stepped down because he felt it was time to step down. As many of you know, I do not watch wrestling anymore. I do not watch any television show with professional wrestling on it at all whatsoever. I'm not interested in the WWE. Absolutely killed my love for it. They created my love for it and they killed it all at the same time. They just couldn't take the BS anymore. Around the time that they were pushing Roman Reigns, I just eventually just got tired of it. I don't care if it's better now. And all that. Every time one of y'all send me something to watch that you think is so great, that you think will bring me back into it, I don't do a reaction to it, but I watch it on my own, and it never does shit for me. Like, ever. Ever. I told y'all that I might come back to watch The Rock return or Stone Cold. I watched the Stone Cold match with KO, and I was just sitting there like this. It didn't do nothing for me. And I couldn't believe, I was hoping that Stone Cold would, but I'm just not interested. So, I'm doing this because I thought that he was stepping down. And it was like, okay, he's stepping down. Now maybe some other people, maybe they're a little bit more enlightened on what the fans want now, are going to take over. No! I'm looking at this on ESPN. So he's stepping aside, do some alleged hush money payment. I'm like, what? I thought he was just stepping down because he felt it was his time. So let's take a look at this. Vince McMahon is stepping aside from his role as CEO and chairman of the World Wrestling Federation. That's what I want to say. Entertainment. During an investigation into a report that he agreed to pay hush money to a former employee over an alleged affair, the company announced Friday. It makes me wonder who the affair was with. WWE said in a release that a special committee of the board conducted an investigation into an alleged misconduct by its chairman and CEO Vincent McMahon and John Laurinaitis. And John Laurinaitis, head of talent relations, and that effective immediately, McMahon has voluntarily stepped back from his responsibilities as CEO and chairman of the board until the conclusion of the investigation. McMahon is cooperative with the inquiry, WWE said, and will retain his role and responsibilities related to WWE's creative content during this period. So ain't nothing changing. He is also scheduled to appear on SmackDown on Friday, WWE announced. I have pledged my complete cooperation to the investigation by the special committee, and I will do everything possible to support the investigation. I have also pledged to accept the findings and outcome of the investigation, whatever they are. McMahon's daughter Stephanie will serve as the interim CEO and chairwoman, WWE said. She had announced last month and she was taking a leave of absence from most of her responsibilities at the organization. She had been serving as the company's chief brand officer. Friday's move follows a Wall Street Journal report Wednesday that McMahon agreed to a secret $3 million settlement with the former employee who was hired as a paralegal in 2019. The separation agreement, which was signed in January, is meant to prevent the woman from discussing her relationship with McMahon or making disparaging comments about him, according to the Journal. The report, citing documents and accounts of people familiar with the inquiry, said an investigation began in April and was uncovered and has uncovered other non-disclosure agreements over the years involving misconduct claims from former employees against McMahon and Laura. Damn, both of them is getting claims against them? It is, in its release, WWE said no further comment was expected until the investigation was completed. The company did not specify the allegations against McMahon. WWE also said the company and its special committee would work with an independent third party to perform a comprehensive review of its compliance program, HR function, and overall culture. McMahon bought the then WWF from his father in 1982 and built the company. Okay, we already know about that. So, wow. Didn't know that. Okay, so now we know what it is. I mean, a bunch of y'all sent it to me. I'm thinking he's stepping down. We're going to get a new brand of creative, and maybe, you know, that could possibly spark my interest to come back, but it ain't no damn different. Ain't no damn different now, so, I mean, it doesn't matter. And, you know, I told my boy, Blake Grayson, when you start wrestling for the WWE, when you start wrestling, period, on TV, that's when I'll come back to start watching. I'm going to support you, brother. But right now, I am not interested in nothing they got to sell me. Nothing. 10 million subscribers. Whoa.